Ha! It's on, huh? Well, first of all, hi everyone! Good morning! Доброе утро! Доброго ранку! Chess! Um, Tatiana is here. Well, obviously on my Facebook page. That's where the video is taking place. So, the intention of this going live. Hi, Loris. Hey. Um, Something I want to share from myself that from me to you is I start every day for the last, I don't remember how many years of my life, inspiring myself with different quotes. I get them from, you call those chicken soups for the soul, online. It doesn't matter where it comes. What matters what it does. And so today I opened it and I got this wonderful quote. I'm like, I got so much inspired that I said, hello, Ruslana. Let me share this with the world right before New Year's. Happy upcoming New Year. So here it comes. Ready? I'm gonna read it off, so I'm looking down on the book. It says, happiness lies in the joy of achievement and the thrill of creative effort. So basically, when you allow yourself to enjoy what the heck you're into in the moment, and then you get to create, that's the ultimate happiness. Second one, there are two of them. Second one is the only limit to our realization of tomorrow. Well, that's tomorrow. So the only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. I could relate to this so much. Here, if English isn't your first language and you need to go to the Google and translate, I don't know, can you see it? I was reading this part. You can look at other quotes too, but that starts here. Happiness. Na 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 na. And then the second part is na 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 na. And these two quotes are by Franklin Roosevelt. I really love quotes of his wife, Miss Roosevelt. What's her first name? Blank right now in my mind. Second thing, my gift from me to you is many of my friends, acquaintances, people that know me do not know the fact that I'm a tarot card reader. And I've been reading tarot cards over 9 years now, and I own a bunch of decks. How many? 20 plus decks. So today I'm gonna read from you randomly select cards to inspire from this deck, Love and Romance. Second one is Angelic deck. By the way, I read for myself at least twice a day, 20 decks straight, daily, for many years. Third deck is this, another Angelic beautiful deck. So here it comes. Ready? Drum rolls, please. Okay, in a matter of fact, since I have particular people looking right now, if I had like 200 plus people, I'd do general for everybody. But because I have two particular people looking right now, as a thank you note to you two, I'll do a reading for you, Loris, and for you, Ruslana. So stay tuned because I'm doing it. First one is Loris, just because you got the first one. Loris. It says, let go of control. So anywhere where you like manipulating the outcome, trying to guess the thoughts of another person, of a woman of your interest, maybe there are a few people you enjoy, let it go, stop it. Trying to figure out love is useless. I've been there, I've tried that. Your job is allow the situation to unfold naturally. The smaller message in here, take a look at the card. That's the card. Loris, specifically for you. Uno más. That's in Spanish, not Italian. Uno más. Loris. Ruslana. Wait. Second card is Attraction card. I love this card because it says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So it's almost the message behind that card is if you truly desire in your heart to experience romantic love, first romance with life itself. It's the biggest thing that throws me off at times when I get triggered. I'm like, yeah. I don't want to experience romance with life. I want to experience that with a particular person or some person, not just general. But anyway, patience. Excuse me if I talk too fast. I do need to slow down. But things that make you happy. And by the way, Ruslana and anyone who's gonna see this video afterwards, for sure, it applies to everybody. Anything that you hear that resonates for you, take it, because it will apply to you as well. But in this case, it's specifically for Loris. Yeah, I put you on the spot like that by watching this video. Loris. It's like anything that makes you happy, like wearing your favorite jeans on. Hi, Yad. Hello. I'm doing readings right now live, so if you'd like to get one, stay tuned. And this is a romance deck right now. Yeah, you know, pre-New Year's. So, yeah, like that physically demonstrates she's smelling a flower. It gives her pleasure. She enjoys this aesthetically, and that's romantic in nature. You know, dressing up in your comfortable clothes that makes you happy, etc. Beauty, aesthetics, planet Venus. That's your romance. Basically enjoying self when you see yourself in the mirror, even due to imperfections and wrinkles, whatever else. Feeling good is romantic in nature energy that attracts the outcome. So this thing never failed. I've used it many times to rely on it, and my goodness, only my closest friends know. Well, not only them, how many people I've dated in my life? Too many. And I do not feel bad about it, but it's easy for me to attract love into my life. To keep it, that's another story. But then that's the thing, the moment we try to control the outcome in love, we push it away. Nobody and nothing likes to be controlled, and we all know it, but oh well. Okay, next. I probably lose Ruslana because I promised to read for her too. Let's see, Ruslana. I know you didn't ask for it, but now I'm doing it for you specifically. What the angels of romance have to say right now, immediately in this moment. Reconciliation. Somebody who you already have known, your former husband, unless you right now. Okay, so there are two options. If you're single, that somebody from your past who you used to be, if you've ever been married to, your ex, former husband, former boyfriend, somebody from the past, or and a male friend who you maybe never took it to the dating level, but you know, they come to the surface and now they're interested more than friendship. So somebody from the past, definitely somebody who you know is coming to surface. So that's first option. Second option for this card is, could be somebody you are with in relationship right now. Like, let's say again, you're the case that you're not single, you're married right now, and but this person, let's say you had a fight or you experienced a period of disconnection and not relating to each other, like feeling like two strangers, you know, in the same space. Well, something transforming, something shifting where you actually get to reconnect again within existing relationships. So that's second option. Depending whether you're married or single, you don't have to be married. In relationship, that's the card. Third option, there's a third option. You may be in relationship, but somebody still who you used to know before stepping into this new relationship may come to surface. Typically, these things happen during full moons. Full moons always bring exes, former somebodies to the surface. So that's the card for you. Let's see, I want to move forward fast so everybody gets a read. You remember, I also have, you know what? Ruslana, specifically for you. Again, free will applies. When people say, but you said the X and Y in the reading, yes. And there's cards always pick up on your energy, your individual energy. It's a resonance. There's never a mistake with card selection because it's not my energy. It's what it picks up on you, because that's the intention. But there's also free will. That means this is where you're at, but will you choose it? So Ruslana, for you, second card is new love. There's gonna be somebody who's gonna come from your past, or maybe just reappeared recently. But there's also a new person, totally somebody brand new that you've never been together, coming to surface. so you can consider dating. It can be as simple as going for New Year's Eve and you meet somebody wonderful and you end up dancing together and you like them. One more caution card. It's not a bad card, but with the new person, there may be a challenge of, which is not a deal breaker necessarily, that you have different religious beliefs or generally life beliefs. Like, let's say this man believes that as much as possible you're supposed to walk, and you may believe that no, it wastes time, better always drive. I don't know, does that example resonate? But basically, yeah, you definitely have a strong also energy, somebody from the past. You see this passion, somebody from the past really like desiring you, remembering the old good times, sexy times when you're like, you know, hunky-dory stuff. So you're definitely gonna have at least two different energies. Some people are so awesome. Well, awesome, that's the wrong word. They attract lots of people to them, so we may have 6 different suitors around them. Okay, moving forward, so that's for you, Ruslana. Anyone who it resonates with, you can take this or leave it. It's up to you. Who do we have next? Iyad. If you're still here, maybe you left. Do you want a reading? Here's a romance reading. Here's your card. It says express your love. And the smaller saying there, go ahead and make romantic gesture. You see how this couple holds to each other. She looks into his eyes genuinely. The only thing here is that card is two-sided as well. You see how she holds him, and it's kind of romantic, but the way he holds her wrist, to me, the way it occurs, like he doesn't like that excessive clinginess. Like he likes her, and he likes maybe this physicality, but a little bit there is this, but don't take my free space, my freedom. Like I need my freedom. Woman, do not clinch to me. Don't burden me too much with leaning too much on me. So it's like he enjoys her. He wouldn't be standing, letting her hold him. But he's like, and like, don't clinch. Don't get too close to me. Yeah. Like give me the space. So Iyad, your thing is, you may have somebody right now in your life or will attract somebody, and it's a green light for you to express your, you know, romantic, passionate feelings toward anyone you find attractive or interested into. But if they clinch to you, get too close to you, might not like that. Not that you don't like affection, it's just you don't like when somebody, you know, in your face. So, knowing you, I'm like, I can see that. You're definitely a rebellious freedom lover who also loves, you know, healthy doses. I'm gonna move forward with this deck. Here's the actual cover for that deck. In a minute right now. But before I get there, I don't know, you know, your interest, you guys. If you would text me, do you want to know something else? I actually got this card for you, next person. I hope I say your name right. Raghava Zin. And I hope I got your name. Forgive me if I messed up your name. Answered prayers. You see this angel praying. I even have my notes on the top because I'm telling you, I've been reading for ages now. It's basically the card that says anything that when you've had concerns, maybe new things that you started up. Hi MJ, hello, I love you, newcomers. And so I'm doing a read live right now. So your answer is gonna come through other people, assistance, support that you may need. Some people, without knowing that you need something, will just deliver that to you. Others, don't hesitate to speak up your needs. Just keep on saying it out loud. Okay, I need more money, or I need somebody to help me lift me this heavy object. Say it out loud. Say it out loud. Don't shy away, because others, you'd be surprised how many people are willing and able to assist you, and it's nothing for them. Second card for you is fun is necessity. It's this message for everybody. This is a general message for everybody, including myself. My goodness, people, when we get into workaholic mode, especially here in the United States, that we are trained since early childhood that we're not valuable and useful. Thank you for the hearts. Unless we produce results. We are production machines, doers, yes, not so much being human beings, but more human doings. Well, this thing says, guess what? If you don't allow yourself to have fun, you're gonna resent and regret the results of work in the end of it. You're gonna overdo, and it's just off balance, off scale. Yes, remember scales. So fun is the, you see right now, I'm an Uber driver. I do different types of work. I'm an interpreter of languages and stuff. And today I'm like, not an excuse not to drive, but I'm like, I didn't feel like it in the morning. I probably will do it in the evening too. But right now I felt like go online and say hello to everyone and inspire you with messages that your higher self, your soul has to tell you back to your conscious mind through angelic cards. And so fun is the way to the most productivity, interestingly enough. Okay. Next, who do we have next? Let's see. Tom Loden. Tom. You guys don't hesitate to text me what area of life. Aha, Tom. I'm just going general here. If you want specific answers, you gotta ask me specific questions. But please don't ask me for lottery numbers. Okay. I'm not much into gambling. So choose an integrity. This is specifically for Tan London. Anyone who it resonates for, you can pick it up. If it's a strong resonance, it's also yours. But right now it's for Tom Loden specifically. And this card speaks about, you know what's right for you in terms of actions, in terms of what's next. Stop doubting that. Stop giving power to your own brain thoughts that diminishes what you need to be doing or acting on, or any judgments, criticism that you ever received from outside world, such as people in your family saying, no. Like, and I'm not talking about bad stuff like addictions. Okay, I mean something that you know is good and it's obvious. Integrity is when you said X, delivering X and being your word too. And final thing is, your truth is yours. So that is, if I believe in pink elephants in my room right now, it's a weird example, then that's my FA belief. I don't have to explain that to anyone. I don't have to prove my belief to anyone. I don't have to fight for it. It's my belief, period. Like doing these cards right now. You don't believe in them, you don't like it, that's fine. Just click off of this thing. But will that affect me? No. So, since you're already here, and if you're seeing it, Tom, if you haven't left, you're still here, then whatever is true to you, then stick to it and continue the work. Maybe you're into scientists. For whatever reason, I'm picking up outside of the card that you care about scientists. If I'm off, well, relate to whatever matters to you. But like somebody who works in the garage inventing things, maybe fixing things, your thing, continue doing it and take it off from the hobby level, because you're so good, you'd be really successful and abundant sharing that gift that you have of that scientific creation with the world, with other people. That's the message for you, Tom. All right. And love, you want some love? Here's the love message. See, I was right about that. That's confirmation for you. Even when it comes from a love side, right now you're not so much into romance. It doesn't mean that it doesn't matter to you, but your focus, Tom, is on finances and career. And guys, for everybody else, 2020, there's a science, I'm sure you all heard about astrology. Yes, if you really look into that deeply, it's a science. It's not a made up stuff. It really has tons of things that just so precise, and anything that's precise, that's science. And there's a similar science of what's the right word? I want to be precise. Metaphysical sciences. In the field of metaphysical sciences, one of them is astrology, next one is numerology. Numerology is a science of numbers, and the numbers have particular frequencies to them that are two-sided. There's good and bad to them, like dualism. And anyway, And my point is, with numerology, 2020, here I'm gonna demonstrate with visual here. In numerology, there are numbers 1 through 9. I'm not gonna give you a lecture or a class in numerology, but take a look so it really is clear. Here, I love examples that are visual. Sometimes I just don't get things when I just hear them, yes? And so numerology talks that everything is built from numbers based from 1 to 9, and anything after 9, it's a repetition of a cycle. It's another spin, because number 10 is already 1 plus 0, which is 1 again. It's repetition of the cycle. 11 would be 1 and 1, 2. So you can follow numerology on your own time, but at this point, 2020, this upcoming year, in a few days, when you add these numbers, this is how it works with numerology. Always simplify numbers from multiple digits into singular digit by adding them. Simple addition, very basic. So 20 plus 20 is 4. And in numerology, this 1 through 9 numbers have particular meaning. That again, two-sided like a coin. And 4 is a number of structure. Interesting enough, somebody paid attention. When you write down number 4 upside down, look, doesn't it look like a chair? Yeah, you can see it. A chair upside down, like with the backing and legs. You wouldn't see another 2 there, but it's a chair. Well, anyway, number 4, it's all about work and structure. And this entire year is going to be about, you know, creating stability, restructuring your life in all areas of your life, your health. Many people are gonna really look into health a lot, because without good health, guess what? There's no structure to build in other areas. You cannot be productive at work. You cannot be happy in your relationships, and it dilutes, breaks off your structure. So it doesn't matter what angle of your life, what area of your life you start, but eventually the focus for everybody this year is going to be structure. Now, and so for you, Tom, not so much you're interested in love and romance as even inside of that, it's your work and bring more inventions. Sounds like that. Okay, we've got Rick, next person. So thank you, Tom. Rick, I'm moving into third deck just because I love fun and creativity. I get easily bored. God knows I get bored like this fast. I self-entertain myself daily, or else I'd die from boredom, okay? And then I love entertaining others. This is the deck. Let's see. Rick, I'm pulling the card, or maybe a few cards, depending what jumps out from this deck. Immediately I got Rick. Speaking of structure, you see this card that says steady progress. So methodology, what's the word? I'm breaking words right now. Basically, consistent action is your key to success and happiness and fulfillment, ultimately. And from Angelic Realm, it says, we acknowledge you for the progress you made in remembering love in your daily activities. Oh, that's so sweet. So whatever you touch, whoever you get to talk to, you put love into it. That's so sweet. We can clearly see the contribution you're making to the world through your thoughts, feelings, actions of love. Even not talking to anyone, engaging like me right now, blah, 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 fast. Just being and feeling loving, it positively affects everybody around you. And this is, in a sense, general message for everybody, you guys. So anywhere anyone feels impatient, oh, that's another one. That's a good one. Steady progress. For this year, rushing into things, probably not going to happen, because 4, it's a methodology, again, like systematic, step-by-step process. It's not so much rushing through. It's going to be varying to your personality and custom-made individually, but that's for you, Tom. Steady progress and acknowledgement for your viving into things. Rick, excuse me, that was for Rick. Anyone who this resonates for, one more card. I kind of started you look at the next person here. Hello, Alena or Alena Stankova. This is the card. It may be for both Rick and Alena, anyone who resonates it with, but the ocean. Some people right now, it's winter time. If you're in a cold part of the earth where you at, go and are right now in somewhere like Mexico or Florida or anywhere it's an island, there's ocean water to swim. But the message is, you know what, I'm gonna pass it to, if it resonates, Rick, for you as well. But for Alona, next person, it says the deep blue sea or ocean speaks to your soul, healing and soothing. By the way, you guys, I listened to channeling of Pleiadians. I love channelings, and it said this year, as very much so, water is the key word for the entire year as well. It's lots of dryouts, drawouts, whatever how you call it, when it gets too dry in some areas of the planet, and extremes with fluctuation of water, and then the opposite is lots of flooding and excessive precipitation. So expect that. Do not freak out. Just do your best with it. Anytime, anyhow, you can immerse yourself in the water, such as swim, soak in the bath. Yesterday I soaked in the bath with the Epsom salt. Hydrate plenty, water in, water out. So that's the message. But for you, Alana, specifically, see what resonates. If you're in the place where you can go to lake, sea, ocean, that's your thing, but it doesn't have to be anything. The sound of ocean, you can put the sound on. My family member got home right now, so that's the noises you hear in the background, waving hello to me just passed. So it's because the sound of ocean also is soothing and healing. So anything around water, Alana, for you. Imagining ocean, being in the ocean, water in, water out. That's it. Simple. Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate. You're asking Alana specifically about love. Ladies typically do love that topic altogether, just because. Here's the message. Ooh, Alana, look. It's either signifies that you are married, and it's, just more of connection, connectedness, intimacy with an existing relationship you're in. Look at this beautiful couple. It may be the message that you are invited to the wedding to come, but mostly a check mark there. But somehow, whatever your heart matters involved, it connects to a relationship with an already existing couple. It's clearly so either you've seen somebody you're with, or you're married to someone amazing, special. For example, I don't know, were you here before when I read for previous person here, and there was a card of, can I find it fast? When there's this couple, here's a great example of the difference. You see here, they're interested in one another, but, and there's also, it's clearly couple, but it's like she's leaning on him. It may be even codependency, and the guy does not necessarily enjoy this when the woman is like, it can be in reverse, and can be a codependent man who leans too much on a woman, yes, and it's a bit unhealthy. Well, here they're just standing next to each other. It's more based on friendship. They're not leaning on another, but they love each other. There's romance, there's appreciation of each other. So that's what you're getting, Alana. That's a beautiful card. And they're so dressy too. It's a couple that may enjoy aesthetics and classical looks, where you really appreciate when each of you just dresses up and looks good. Not necessarily flashy, more so just classic, good taste, but it's classic. It's not to bring attention, but just, fancy classic. Okay, moving forward. You see, I rushed before saying who's this message going to be for, but I got ground yourself card. But I love how much beauty around this person. Okay, Maritza, this message is for you. You're next. MJ, Jackie. You see all these flowers? I'm asking you. And I may be off and wrong, but I believe maybe I'm off. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I believe you're Taurus, your sun in Taurus. Maybe I'm wrong. If anything, then don't mind. Which is earthy planet. Oh, excuse me, sign, and its ruler is Venus. A little bit of astrology, and any heavy placement in natal charts of Earth, Virgo, Capricorns, blah blah, Tauruses, yes, 3 signs. If you have those in other, in your natal chart a lot, you don't have to be sun sign in those signs, but you may have those in your moon, in your Venus, in your other places across your natal chart. But anyway, to the point, exposing yourself to flowers gonna make you really happy. So MJ, specifically for you, anyone else likes it can pick it up. Still the idea, I commend you go to Botanic Gardens, Lincoln Zoo. We've got Garfield Conservatory. If you're here in Chicago right now, maybe somewhere else physically. I've done it a few times right now. It's gonna make you happy, and it's gonna make your soul sing. Don't have to do it alone. Grab somebody along the side and just go. Because even walking into any store that they have section with flowers, just walking around, you don't have to even buy flowers. Just walking around, gonna just elevate you automatically fast. Even though this card says about ground yourself, it's quite different message. Not being floating in the air so much, grounding yourself. But to me, what I see is this beauty and flowers, inspiration, and just an ow. Like when you look at flowers, you're like, wow. And it gives you this essence of, oh my God, beauty. And it uplifts you automatically, and you're so happy. So also colors. One more colors. You know how you enjoy changing your hair, adding colors, strikes of colors into your hair, and makes you happy and makes you pop and confidence and everything? Well, they say play with colors. Colors, good. You see those butterflies there? They're all colorful butterflies. They're pink. The focus is off right now. It's hard to see. But right here, there are butterflies. And blue and pink and orange and all colors. Speaking of which, in Chicago, we have Peggy Norton, whatever how you say it. It's a place indoors where they have live butterflies, mariposas. It's right across from Lincoln Zoo. Maybe that's the message. Connect to this energy of butterflies. Which, by the way, this is extra super message. What I love about butterflies, hola. Butterflies are amazing creatures because some of them, I don't know about all of them, like monarchs, travel across a continent and far thousands of miles, which you'd think a small butterfly can go the distance like a bird, like a Canadian goose or something. Yes, it's the point is not only it's beautiful, it's extremely what's the word, strong. It knows how to really make it through the wind. And analogy is, as there are different winds passing from different directions and kind of throwing you this direction, that direction, life is like that. Yes, you're very flexible and know how to turn your wings to navigate it and fly, and you're strong and beautiful both. I love this message. Wow, I love this message. I wish that for everybody this year, and not only this year but throughout life. So that's the message for you, MJ. Do you want a love message? And here we are. Flirt! I love it. Like a social butterfly. Oh my God, social butterfly. Just flirt. Be there, sparkly, colorful, available to different people. Check out different people. Flirt. I love this one. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. That's the most awesome-ish energy. That's the message for you. I love you. Love all of you. Philip Matthew. Hello, Philip. If you're here, which says you're watching it. Okay, Philip. I get this is the deck right now for you. Let's see what we got for you. Blessings. Oh, you probably are into festive mode or all these Christmas and New Year's and more wintertime celebrations. But blessings, it also could mean you see like this angel throwing flowers, showering everybody with love. Oh, thank you, MJ. I love you, love you. And it says, you're blessed. Pay attention to all the blessings in your life. Counting your blessings. It already says you already actually, you have so much, not only have a lot to be thankful for, but the loved ones. Often it's like the people that make you happy, or not sometimes, but you know what? Sometimes, especially with the family members, when you get in a fight, which I got into fights recently. Oh my goodness. I didn't even show up for Christmas, okay? Because I got so triggered. Which, I'm Ukrainian, we have different calendar. We kind of end up having 2 Christmases due to 2 separate calendars. And anyway, and 2 Easters, and then I'm like, and I, there's one more chance for me for a second Christmas. But Philip, the point is with blessings, just appreciation of life, appreciation of people. I didn't finish my thought. Sometimes even getting into conflict and a fight, it's actually also something to be appreciative of. Hi, Brad. Why? Because some people don't have anyone to fight with. They wish they had somebody special that they can fight and then make up with, okay? Loved ones, kids who don't listen, teenagers. Ooh, somebody can relate to it right now. I can feel it strongly. Somebody who's male, like, oh yeah, those kids who suck my blood and make me sweat. Yeah. Well, but there's a blessing of having a child in the first place. And yeah, sometimes they trigger us and all that stuff, but that's, so count your blessings. There's good to that. Still, there's good to that. Having somebody to fight is still a blessing. Of course, everything in moderation. And retreat, one more card for you, Philip. Retreat, looking at the priorities and allowing yourself rest, because only then you have a clarity of what to do next. Because if you push, don't have a break. Oh, one more coming, a message for you. I'm channeling whatever just comes without doing card. Maybe you haven't been working much and been maybe stagnant, but that, do not judge yourself, because sometimes each of us need more periods of that time, days sometimes, when we just need to do little to nothing and don't even think as much, because we're processing everything we've done rapidly until now. It's almost beyond conscious, it's subconscious, unconscious. It just needs the system, the system, the body, the mind, the computer needs to reset itself, process everything you've gone through. And it does it fast, but it needs a break, time out. And sometimes it's a week. Some people go for silent meditations for 10 days, okay, or longer. Don't judge that. I've been judging it myself because I always want to produce results, but I'm also producing machine. But no, the system knows better. So give yourself that space. If you've had that like that, do not judge yourself. So that's for Philip, yes. Retreat and just, because it's like creating a stage for the next stuff to be created. You know, how can you create something new if you have lots of things in the space? So you're putting them aside, reassessing, maybe decluttering your space, decluttering your system, so that you can start anew from the base. Okay, I'm complete with the message. Jamie Colette, hello Jamie. She goes like love, 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 love first. Here's the love message for you. You're welcome to comment and stuff. Oh, MJ, you're in Florida. That's perfect. Enjoy the sunny space. Be a social butterfly, MJ. That's for you. Okay, that's awesome. Jamie Colette. Yes, Jamie. Jamie, playfulness. They're in nature. It says to recapture romance, allow your inner useful spirit of fun to shine. It's somewhat similar that I had before for Maritza Jacqueline about playfulness. But you see, they're like 2 teenagers, like kids who have curiosity about each other, but at the same time they're friendly. It's still based on, it's like just not so much sexual vibes, but more so being friendly / curious, like teenagers, like when they're just starting off, when they don't still know what freaking sex is, what love is. It's a few, the first, before before first kiss, that energy, that thing, that playfulness, that it's like fairies in the garden. They're like having fun. I love that card. I even put it back into the deck, tossed the deck, and it came out second time. It's really strong. That's your energy, girl. And you see how this guy is? Maybe he wanted me to continue on it. He's dressed in a red color and she's in white. So he brings more fiery passion and she brings purity. Even she has their, like you could see boobies out, kind of. They're covered, but they're not. But because she's so pure, it's not in that excessive, aggressive sexual way. It's in pure, like she's pure, so that even her breasts are not being perceived as sexual object, but more so she's being just friendly. She's hugging him. And by the way, in this card, in comparison to other cards I showed, it's not clenching. He enjoys that. He loves that. He's there to support. See how he's holding two ropes so they don't fall off of that thing. So if he's being manly, it's a classy manly, but also passionate, more forward. And she's just sensitive feminine. I love this card. Aww. Aww. Also, you know you have a pet, and the same energy is true when you have pets. Why? Because pets are our soulmates and they role play energetically like this. I can relate to it. I have my cats. It's funny. Have you noticed how my entire energy and my voice have shifted right now? I cannot even explain it. Because this energy that just came through became much softer. Like this tranquility in the crusty forest with beautiful snow, Narnia, where it's not about being loud and bold, but it's about that gentleness and softness. This energy is so strong that I literally cannot even do anything about it, and I enjoyed myself. I'm like getting off from it. It kicked in with your Jamie, your presence. I can even feel the charge of energy in my pumps right now. Strong. It's a good, delicious energy. Oh my God. Ooh, it's a strong energy, Mike. It's so funny that it's so subtle, but it's so strong. Jesus. It's also the energy for anyone whose this message resonates to. Megan, hello, Megan. Yes, it's like when you're a fan of being, like to rent out a lodge and go into forest, a snowy, beautiful area. And so it's cozy on the inside and warm. Thank you for thumbs up. But it's cold outside, so you really appreciate the warmth on the inside more. Oh my God, the energy is so strong. Like, what are you doing, girl? It's so strong. It's a good energy. You can use this to send it to other people, and like you're doing it to me right now, and maybe to collective guys energy sending to me. Thank you for your love. I can feel it. It's like, wow. It's like your energy just calmed me down, because I started off more chirpy, like talking and so fiery, but it calmed me down. Thank you. Great energy. One more card for you, Jamie, and I'm moving then to Megan. Focus on positiveness, like we're doing it right now. Anything that is good, right? In focus, generally, the card of focus. So, God, can I relate to this thing? I tend to scatter a lot in this era of technology and clicking things, and me being double ruled by Mercury, planet of communication and intellectual pursuits. It just throws me off. I have to command myself to focus, or else I scatter like crazy. I spin fast. And yeah, and one more card, signs. Pay attention to signs. It can be, well, repetitive messages. You hear, I love, my favorite version of picking up subtle messages from different realms is when you hear a melody of the song playing. Well, if you like your favorite music, and of course it's gonna play in your head, but like you suddenly from nowhere, when you just woke up, it's blank in your head, and then you hear this melody playing or the lyrics coming through. That's your communication. That's your messages. Hello to Fidel, Alejandra. Hello. And you're gonna be receiving messages. Pay attention. They can be visual. Yeah, and I put this card back in the deck. It came out second time. Really, it's important to, with hold this positive vibe that you have, um, and let's see, let me just connect to it. An older female in your life, if she sometimes gets to you, it might be mother or somebody. Check mark, I got check mark. Yeah, it's your mom. If for whatever reason, maybe recently you got into a fight or disagreement, or she's grumpy, or there's something, or there's something that she needs help from you and you're not really in a position to assist as much, or somebody like your, it's a female, older female, Jamie, and if they have unfortunately not such a great, or at least your perception, it's not a positive influence, and they kind of, I don't know, clinch to your energy, the message from angels are, and from your higher self is, like, you know how to create this nice good energy. Just concentrate on it. Whatever you concentrate on, you're gonna multiply it. And by the way, the people who don't resonate, including the closest, like mom, when there's a big, that's another thing. You see, when somebody's so off, you're gonna irritate them with your positive energy, because if they're really negative, they're gonna cannot stand your energy, because that means your vibration goes high and there's lower, and it's this resonance on the frequencies, and it hits their low energy will hit you because it's so off, and your high energy gonna hit them. So, but the thing is, if you buy into the way they are, they're gonna pull you down. So don't let that happen. And even if it happens, shake it off. Oh my God, shake it off. The only way we connect to others' offness, because there's aspect of it in us, right? All right, kisses to you. I hope that was helpful. You're welcome to comment. Megan, immediately I feel like love is great, but you're like work, creative projects. I can feel it. That's what I'm feeling. Ah, well, hey, Megan, for you, I also know that you're very talented doing multiple different things. Isn't it the challenge when you're capable of multiple things? Which one to select, which one to concentrate on, right? To give the most attention. Well, it says to meditate for you. Good. That's a great message for myself as well. There's Esther, who channels Abraham, Esther Hicks. Many people in this community know about this woman. And frequently when she channels Abraham, this positive collective, Abraham says Esther spends 20 minutes every day to just sit quietly and be, which is meditation. Not the easiest task for me, I'll be honest. But basically, Megan, you'll get your guidance which one of the projects or things to do for yourself and your family to concentrate as a priority, or if you already have particular projects you really want to work on, but what to do inside of that project. It's going to come through you coming, sitting quiet, probably the best at the beginning of the day. But if it's something that you need to figure out in the middle of the day, fine. It doesn't have to be 20 minutes. I'm just suggesting it can be 10 minutes. Basically that blank in your mind, because that's essential right now, so you don't do something else that is not truly a priority. It's funny how you said your thing is about doing things, but within this deck, which is not officially romance deck, you still get romance. So hey, even though you're into like, what am I doing next, romance is coming into your life, and it's gonna happen. Actually, I know the description of this card pretty much. I remember these decks come up with these help books that have more in-depth meanings. You see, I've highlighted some because I went through them so much over 9 years that I pretty much have it in my mind. I memorized them, not purposely, it just happens when you see things for 10,000 times. And inside of this card, inside of this book, it says you're gonna meet a wonderful partner, or maybe go out more with existing one. Well, if you don't have a partner, Megan, it's where if you work out yoga or so, or yes, yoga, the person gonna meet somewhere around health, activities. I love this card. You know why? It's another message for you because it has that cocoa with milk, hot cocoa or hot chocolate color. Interesting enough, they connected to romance color here in this card, on this card, and then, and it just is that the color for you. I love this card. Oh, and it's sweet. You know what's beautiful about this particular couple? It's like they're completely pure. They are naked and their genital areas are covered. Her breast and down there, his thing covered. Trust me, there are lots of decks when everything is open and it's no problem. Here it's like there's respect. This romantic connection. It's also lots of snuggling. Oh my god, it's like oxytocin, hormone of happiness, or whichever. There are a bunch of different, you know, certain and other. But there's, I believe it's specifically oxytocin is produced when you physically touch skin to skin another person. I'm not undressing here a little bit. And like getting this skin to skin, hugging, snuggling, drinking hot cocoa, hot coffee, if you like coffee, of course, but more so cocoa or hot chocolate. That's your type of jazz, Megan. Yeah, I love this card. Ooh. And it's not aggressively sexual. It's more so snuggly. Oh god, good stuff. You guys, I love what I'm getting from you all. It's let me tap into this deck just because. Family. This is general for everybody and for you, Megan, specifically. Still, I'm staying on you. Oh, Maritza, I see you say you're in Florida, plus you're eating. Oh, enjoy your food. I'm a foodie. I love food. Gives me joy in life. Family, Megan. So, well, I don't feel anything heavy. Actually, I got something. If I'm off, forgive me, but I don't think so. I need to stop dubbing. If your dad is still alive and around, Megan, then maybe there's some issues with his house, little bit, something. I don't know why it came through. I'm just picking up. But because I saw elderly male, I'm assuming it's dad. Yeah, check mark. It's your dad. So he may not feel as strong. If I may be wrong. Maybe he's not already around, but I'm assuming he is. And so that may be of a concern and impact on the remaining family members, something like that with your dad. That, or maybe he just communicated, telling me, I don't know, feedback, coming back, so it could be a dialogue here right now. But I got your dad. I literally see visually a clear picture of elderly man in your life. I'm assuming that's your dad. I get a yes that it's your dad. It's nothing horrible, but something there. You know, when somebody has 100% energy juice, but it's not 100, it's 75, and there may be complain that I don't feel as great as I'd like to. But nothing really bad. The rest is good. So moving forward to who else do we have here? I'm gonna stick in my finger on the screen of my phone. Віталій, привіт, Віталій. Я тут роблю такі читання карточки. You guys all, I'm transferring on Ukrainian language because the next person is Ukrainian speaking, so I quickly do that. Віталь. А ну, яке для тебе на Новий рік подарунок карта, яка вийде? Діти. Aww. So Vitaly has 2 children and he got the card of kids. So playing with your kids, грати своїми дітьми, проводити більше часу з дітьми. Так само може бути значення знайти час для своєї внутрішньої дитини, тому що в кожної дорослої людини є внутрішня сторона, ну, дитина внутрішня. Можливо, коли ти бавишся своїми дітьми, проявляється і твоя внутрішня дитина, вроді би і ти як дитина, так? Але бач, як 2 ангелятка, такі діти прекрасні. Вітаю тебе з Новим роком, наступаючим. Наступна карта буде для Олега. Next card is for Oleg. Let's see. Oleg wants love. Okay, Alex. Love. Oh, also playfulness. We got card for you, Oleg. So, um, that beautiful energy of New Year's coming up. Some people don't really care about New Year's, but others do enjoy New Year's. So that playfulness, flirtatious. So that's the card for you, Oleg. Let me pull on this deck. Let's see what we got for you. Oleg, this is the card for you, and also to anyone else that it concerns. Nothing to worry about. So if there's any, our brain tends to be worrisome. I'm speaking from my own, the way I am. Oh, did I get things right? Do we have enough money? Do I need to do this XYZ? Like on and on and on. Questioning, doubting, worrying. Well, it says it's confirmation from angelic realm that there's nothing to worry about. You're safe, your family is safe, всі в безпеці, the situation is under perfect control. If there's particular maybe, situation that, sometimes this is the saying that comes to my mind right now for you, Oleg. We assume so much responsibility for others, for life, the outcome of life, and for ourselves, as if we really have all that power to take care of everything. And then we feel overburdened and overwhelmed. I'm also speaking for myself. And like, no, let go of the control, because trust that there are some things going to be taken care of maybe a little bit later on. Not everything must be done in this hot moment, or it all gonna come out really well together. Like it's like here it says only infuse loving thoughts and emotions into the situation and ensure that the highest possible outcome flows effortlessly to and through you. So this is oh, I love that. Oh, I love it. I don't want to brag about it, but when I go to courts, for traffic courts, tickets, whatever else, I win the cases. And the secret is I pray to God, pray to angels. You don't have to be a believer or religious. Just to whatever you want to connect to, the universe. And you gotta strongly imagine that's going to be a positive outcome. You may not even win the case. That's an example with the court. Somebody has the court, or had recently. I just got confirmation, by the way. But fill the room of your courtroom with love. So instead of walking in with worry, because the pressure, like you're a bad one, there's something you're responsible for. Who enjoys that? No, it's like going to school and you didn't study or something. You're expecting, if I get selected and getting bad grade, yes, you're all first graders inside. Nobody wants to be shouted at, yelled at, and feeling like you're a bad person. Just the idea of even going to court is like, oh, I'm a bad person. No, it's just, this is the way things are set up. So anyway, that's an example with courtroom, but you can think of dealing with somebody at work that might be not easy to be the way you are, or a project, work-related, maybe last-minute thing, something that you need to wrap it up and you don't even feel like it and you have to do it. Whatever that is, you do your best with it. Meanwhile, imagine that the positive outcome, like that others are humane with you, that even if they used to be known as really rigid, no mercy, like your boss is somebody is you gotta do it now, by tomorrow, I don't care, it's your problem. And you're like stressing over that pressure, yes, because you understand some things cannot be done in one day, some things take 3 days, and it's hard to predict that because you only know when you get in the middle of the work, like finishing your painting thing when people already want it to be complete, but it takes longer to dry up and you have nothing to, what you can do about it, you gotta wait. You also want it to finish maybe it's faster, but you gotta wait, because then the job may come off so, and then they're gonna complain that it's bad quality, and you don't want to come off as a bad quality person. You want to be an expert, yes. So the point in here is do your best. This is the message for you, like specifically, and anyone who it resonates for. Do your best. Hi guys. But then just do this trick, which always works. Send the positive vibes to people you're engaging with that expect maybe the outcome or so. Even your own self expectations. Some of us are perfectionists and we set high goals and then we get frustrated and worry about not achieving it. Send the positive vibe and it will, if it's work related that you need to finish something very soon but it may need to stretch, when you send the positive vibe, suddenly these people are gonna say, you know, it's okay, we give you more time, and you're like, wow, thank you. And all that stressing and worrying was for nothing. You have that power. Remember, each of you, this is general message, we are co-creators. You have so much power to affect other people by your intentions and setting up the mood, the space, yeah? Окей, moving forward. So дякую, Лашка, з Новим роком тебе, з наступаючим, тебе і всіх твоїх любимих, твою сім'ю, твоїх друзів. Elliot Zinger. Hi, Elliot. Elliot, I'm doing card readings. You probably didn't know I can do it. Elliot. Ooh, Elliot. I've got a card for you that says, Healing Family Issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Somewhere along the line, we all can relate to it, so am I. You may be hitting off not so good. It's either your internal stuff that you're still healing from your childhood, your teenagehood, your mid-20s, whichever age, and somewhere you got triggered or about to get triggered. You know, reading doesn't have really a timeline. Whoever sees, by the way, this reading, even if it's a few days afterwards, or that's the time for you to receive the message. So, Elliot, somewhere you feel like maybe you felt like shutting down or not being understood by whoever, or generally all people, because something there is a woundy area. And maybe you need your time off from everybody and just to heal, just to connect to it and be with it. Yeah, but there's something that's it could be one comment that triggered you and hurt you badly, and you didn't even see it coming. But yesterday I went for a walk with this guy. It's gonna connect to this right now, I promise. And we got into disagreement over something, which was just talk, opposite understanding of things. It wasn't even like a conflict, fight, disagreement, just that, you know, seeing different sides of the same thing. And this guy demonstrated to me, he said, you say that these people that you used to affiliate with have hurt you because astrology doesn't match or something else, blah blah blah, the stories. He said, I disagree. I'm like, oh really? He said, imagine somebody, he demonstrated to me. I'll lay this card down here so I can use my both hands. He poked me lightly on my shoulder here. He said, what do you feel? I said, well, that you touched me. He said, you see? So did I hurt you with that? I said, no, totally not. He said, well, imagine in that area where I just slightly tapped you, kind of poked you, but didn't like really harm you painfully. There's a wound right in that spot where I sticked my finger. Suddenly, it's gonna hurt you. And suddenly it's not that just a touch that you're like, no, I don't feel anything, it doesn't hurt me. Suddenly you're like, ow. So am I the bad person that I did that to you? Or you're the one who has a wound in that area and it's not me hurting you. You're just already wounded in that area. I was like, wow. I shut up, I was listening because it was so profound. What if where you got touched by others, it was just a touch, but it because in that area where they touched you through their communication or something else, it was actually woundy and it suddenly hurt. It's not that they touched you with a finger or otherwise, but there's a wound there. So in that sense, you can turn that around and don't point the finger back at them, oh, you hurt me. But they actually are a reflection that they show, no, you got a wound there. And that's a gift. So there's an opportunity to heal that area. Look at it. So this message is very universal. I discovered that for myself yesterday, and I keep on ruminating on it, applying it practically in my life, and I'm sharing that with you. Elliot, anything else? Let's see, another message for you. So what I'm saying, none of this is bad. It's a good thing. I love this card. It's really a light card. I love this card. It says, pay attention to ideas and inspirations. She's specifically whoever chosen this painting, snapshot of painting for this card. This lady holds gigantic blue plums. So hey, a random message. Plums are great for digestion. Whoever struggles with constipation, because right now many people don't feel like working out and the energy becomes sluggish because we eat and don't move as much to move the guts, right? So plums, prunes are great to improve that process, and they're delicious. Just it came through. Why not? It's a health tip. Something that most people know about, but it's a great reminder. Nowadays, so much information. So, yeah, pay attention to your ideas and inspirations. Study, even I got a card. You may get into learning something that gives you joy. Yeah, I see you in front of computer, or yeah, you gonna enjoy learning something. Absolutely. Well, happy New Year's, Elliot. Happy holidays. And I'm moving next to MJ. Yes, she's great. Tonya Parrott. Hello, girl. Thank you for being patient. Yes, and waving. I'm gonna just scroll through you guys because they are listed in linear your messages. Oh, and I see MJ, just a moment, Tonya, to respond to MJ because she wrote a lot. MJ, you said you are Taurus, your sun sign is Taurus, and you have Capricorn, which is another. Capricorn is second planet that is, yeah, practical, grounded. Remember you and I helping Akis's girlfriend, what's her name, to pack? You were so practical packing when she was moving. Oh my god, I could see how good you were at that stuff. You said you had lots of practice, but I'm like, and you're good at that stuff, being pragmatic, practical, very good at placing things. Just so I'm just quickly scrolling through the message to make sure I didn't miss anything. No need to cry, girl. Brad, hi again. Tonya. Okay, so I'm gonna then continue with Tonya. Hi, Tonya. Let's do it. Love, of course. Here's the deck. Let's see what he got. Chin, 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 chin. Aww. It is safe for love. You see this gorgeous queen-like lady sitting on this white horse with beautiful clothing, and there's her knight standing, two gentlemen next to her. So, you know, now this is going to be general for everybody, but don't you pay attention because it's really for you. Focuses you. Each of us had some experience with love life, yes, and we all got burned, for sure. Where something was done, said, and it hurt our feelings deeply, and that first type of love, when we've experienced for the first time, that was just so. Some people say, oh, I don't think I ever experienced love. Okay, maybe. To some, love is more like being friends with somebody based on that practicality of life. That's still a form of love. So just to put that in the perspective. So what I'm saying is, with love, it's safe to love, yes. We become cautious. I'll speak for myself. I became cautious. Suddenly, here's this great, wonderful person, but we don't trust the person. We test this person. Oh, this one is a great too. Understand it or not, realize it or not, each of us tests our potential dates or people those who we meet for the first times, newcomers. That's specifically for that. We test these new people. I've done it recently to the hardest, to see are they bulletproof. Will they love us when we're the worst of the worst, when we're excessively emotional or too intellectual and too analytical? And it happens right at the beginning. We dump it all. Bleh. And this new person is like, oh my god, and they do their best also to be likable, great and nice and tolerant and like you how you are, but if you overdo this, almost like an attack to test this person, then we kill it off up front. And so the point is, it's safe to love. You will be cautious because You have the experience, and if there are red flags from the beginning, then yeah, it's a good idea to say no thanks, you're not for me. There are other thousands, millions of people on this planet, so thank you for your time, but next. Totally, it's your life, it's your job to secure yourself and keep yourself safe with whoever. And sometimes these things that look like red flags are total product of our imaginations, because once we got burned before, we don't have a chance to other people, even though they're this beautiful knight that's there to be gentleman and be caring and loving. And guess what? Other people, men in this case, women too, well, I'm talking to ladies right now, they're not perfect. They make mistakes. And the moment you are so picky on, will he make a mistake right now, and testing him to the max, he has no chance to even fart. Like, but he's a human being. He will make mistakes. You need to educate your new person what works for you and not somebody who's a newbie. If you're already a grown person, you don't want to start with newbies. You want somebody on your level, of course, somebody who already knows life. But some things must be communicated, because the person will model to custom make to your needs, like fit to your needs, but until they don't know about it, they don't know. They don't know what they don't know. So communicate your needs. Don't worry about it. If you know up front, Tonya, for example, that you want something, and maybe your husband, if you're married, I don't know what's your status, if you are already in a relationship, maybe even have kids with him, or even though you've been together for quite a while, but he still doesn't not read your mind. And I know it can be annoying, something that's so obvious to you, not obvious to him, but you gotta say, listen, it would be so wonderful if you take the garbage out. Instead of, you suck as a mate, because why the heck I supposed to even remind you or ask you to do it, and you still fight it back? Like, you know, something like that. So anyway, depending what's your status, single or with somebody in a relationship, the bottom line, the message is up and bottom and then in the middle. Put love where there's no love, and it's gonna give back love. This is so universal. And put aside any previous hurts, because that's your own projections. Give the space to another to sometimes even make mistakes. It's not that they're a bad, horrible person to hurt you. They're just human beings. This message is very valid for myself. I am strict to myself, and then I come off as strict and ruly and control freak to others. And here I am, single me. Men don't have a chance with me, and it's not their fault. It's me. It's really me. So thank you. Happy New Year's, and let me move to the next person. Тарас Суходола. Привіт, Тарасику. Я роблю такі новорічні подарункові читання на картах з деку кохання. This could be the one. Якщо є людина, яка тобі подобається в даний момент в тому житті, вникай, що ти вже зустрів людину, яка може бути твоєю половинкою, з якою ти можеш будувати відносини. Опять, тут не є все наглухо. I'm basically saying, guys, in English, on Ukrainian, that Taras, the next person, already met a person that could be his soulmate. It's up to them now to, you know, unwind the relationship. Now, and also I'm adding that not necessarily this is set in stone. After a while, you may even date someone and then end the relationship. But currently, that's definitely a possibility, high possibility to unwind this relationship, whoever he has his likings on. Okay. So, I'll transfer in Ukrainian just in case. От. It says to pull one more card for Тарас. Тарас, ще воно мені каже потягнути ще одну карту. Ну, давай. Воно майже протирічить карта. є хтось, хто тобі подобається, і може бути так, що в даний момент ця людина не є доступною. Можливо, ця людина в других відносинах, і вона ще з них не виходить. Я проти того, щоб чекати на когось в житті, тому що може вони 5 років ще будуть в відносинах. І ти що будеш на них чекати, я не думаю, що це розумно. Треба своє життя будувати зараз, в теперішній момент, тому що на місці нічого не стоїть. Але в цьому випадку може бути, що є людина, яка ти знаєш, ти резонуєш з нею, і можливо, ця людина зараз, гол цієї людини, цієї дівчини, жінки, наприклад, працювати. Вона її не цікавить зараз там відносини. В такому випадку пройде 6 місяців, рік, і вона тоді відкриється, вона більш буде доступною до відносин. Тобто це дійсно для тебе людина, але в даний момент просто її голе цілі не є відносини. Може бути такий варіант. Може бути хтось, хто одружений вже в відносинах, і вони... Hi, Noel. Hi, Christopher. Fidel. І ця людина... Можливо, цю людину ти... Бачиш, та перша карта була, що цю людину ти вже знаєш, але чимось вона, ця людина, недоступна. Не знаю. Тут треба більше глибше заходити в це читання. Ага. Да, бачиш, release your ex, відпусти свого колишнього. Або тобі, або ти між двома людьми застряг. Є людина нова, яка тобі подобається. Тут хтось тримається за колишнього свого, колишнього бойфренд-гьофренд, дівчину-хлопця, колишнього чоловіка-жінку, які вже відносин давно вже таких, як немає, вони вже не живі, померли, але людина ще тримається за них. І тут воно... Тобто людина старі відносини не завершила. Або, може, вже не з тою людиною знаходиться, але ще постійно думає про людину. Є ще енергетичні ці всі канати, які пространство навколо людини забивають, і немає місця для нового. Або ця людина, яка тобі подобається, вона ще за когось тримається другого досить таки сильно. Або щось таке, у вас якась така динаміка є. Або хіба ти в відносинах і навіть одружений, це такий останній варіант. Але є людина, яка тобі симпатизує, подобається, але ти в відносинах і так далі. Тут щось, тут трошечки накомбіновано в тебе. Щось є. Ага. Є якась взаємозалежність. Можливо, ти відносинам з кимось, де ти не можеш з них так просто вийти. Наприклад, якщо ти одружений, то ти не можеш так взяти і розвестись, бо або є діти, одна дитина, або і треба утримувати, і ти не хочеш там сім'ю ламати, хоча ти знаєш, що речі не працюють, або фінансово від тебе залежна дружина, і ти чисто з порядності чи з добровільно-примусового ставлення не виходиш з відносин. Тут комбінації, тут треба тобі індивідуально мені читати. На такий короткий одноразовий рідінг зараз мало часу. І тут багато людей, я стараюсь по чуть-чуть кожному щось цікавого такого сказати. Якщо ти хочеш коли-небудь від мене читання, я їх роблю, звернись до мене в персональному чат-вікні. You guys, this reading, I didn't mean to leave you behind speaking so much in Ukrainian. Я їм зараз перекладаю на англійську те саме. Я не знаю, чи ти володієш англійською чи ні, того я перейшла на українську. I don't know if, the last person, whether he knew English or not, just in case, it makes sense that I speak the language he understands. But the reading for him was more complex. I said that ideally I would need to spend time more with him to read individually if he chooses ever. If you ever want a private reading from me, reach out through the chat. There's a private one-on-one chat box, and just request that and see what I can do for you. Hi Jocelyn. Hello girl. Jocelyn, I got this card for you, healing some family stuff. Yeah. And what else? Let's see. Heart-to-heart conversations, that things gonna come in better placing when you need to have more conversations that are from heart. Third card for you, I still kept on pulling, Jocelyn, specifically for you from a love deck. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay, because I kind of know you, and there's some private stuff here. This again, that needs to be addressed one-on-one versus the group chat. But there's that particular man that you care about, that you shared with me, and it's either the message means that this man, your man, some aspects of him are not what you know, accustomed to, or it's just he's different the way he expresses himself, and you would need to kind of, you know, be flexible about it. And there might be even another interest. I'm just saying, you know. I'm just saying. So, strong. No. Yeah, I put that card back into the deck. I mixed it up. I shuffled, and then I got the card out again. Look at this card, Jocelyn. Keep an open mind. You see, like, this girl is getting to know this guy, and her girlfriend maybe, you know, invited him over for this guy to meet her girlfriend. So it's like almost, and you see how he dressed. He has different colors clothes, a striped thing. He has particular style how he chooses to dress. It's not just like, yeah, like you may discard the guy, the man that you like. I'm not naming names here. Suddenly for holidays he dresses up awkwardly into you, like, okay, I'm not sure how to, do I like it or not, but he loves it, yeah. And you're like, but that's, it says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Something about him is different. Well, but that's the beauty in life, that all of us are somewhat different, so we can all play and enjoy differences, right? I don't know exactly, I'm not going to go too much more. Jocelyn, this is the last card. You also need to release your ex. The family issues, release your ex. He's still nothing new there, but you know, toxic. That negativity hits. Well, I don't want to call it negativity, but yeah, definitely not. If it says to release, therefore it's probably not positive. Okay. One more card for you, girl, from this deck, Jocelyn. Gonna come off. What do you desire? I love this card. Also, like MJ Maritza got the card with flowers and stuff. Colors, self-expression, enjoying beauty, aesthetics, beauty. What do you desire? The card asks. Answer to yourself what makes you happy in the present moment. You now have an opportunity. I'm going to read the message on the bottom. You now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's desires. You know, you mentioned poetry, the beauty of poetry. You know, once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you are ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. So if it's dancing you want, and dress up and, you know, beautify yourself, well, that's what you need. If you need to create a painting, doodle, clean up some, I don't know. It's creative. So what do you desire? It's that's what I got for you. Okay, well, love you. Happy New Year's. And let me go to the next person. Hello, Fidel. Fidel, I do not know. I think you do speak English. Hopefully, yes. Because my Spanish is poquito. Little to nothing. I won't be able to speak this much fast in Spanish. Fidel, love. Let's see what this deck, Fidel, for you. What I've got. What's coming up for you. It's interesting, but for whatever reason, I'm asked to go bring another deck altogether for you. Stay on. I'm going to bring that deck. And it's going to be Archangel's deck. Okay, stay on. All right, you guys. Thanks everybody for patience. This is the deck. Looks like that. Here's the cards. It's called Angel Blessings by Kimberly Maroney. Oh, she's amazing. And here's the cards. You're gonna get a particular archangel communicating to you something right now, Fidel. Oh, that was fast. Ooh, another beauty card. Look, we got Euphiel. Some people say Jophiel with J in it, but either or, beauty. Also, I've noticed the card has number 21. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 is the number of communication. You may care for aesthetics. For sure, I had a strong yes. Aesthetics, the way you dress, or enjoying other people bring beauty, and you know, the way you decorate your home. Car being clean, washing your car makes you happy. So let's see what else gonna pick up. Maybe getting haircut and feeling, you know, more so home and confident with yourself, feeling like I get bright, particular cobalt blue color for you, and that is color of communication. Many men enjoy that color. It's classically known as a. You see how energy again shifted with you. Interesting enough, it became softer, more grounded. I love how energy shift depending who I connect to. Yeah, blue is also color of communication. Archangel Michael, even though we've got Jophiel and beauty, but Michael is a protector and a patron of communication. If there's anything that you need and want to express, that's it. That's the key word for you, expression. Fidel, how do you desire to express yourself through also colors, looks, showing yourself more to the world or particular people, and through your communication? I keep on seeing you in particular color jacket, but it has this shine to it. It's not a flat matte type of blue, but it's cobalt, not sparkling, but it's not shimmers, but it has that beautiful color. Man, I wish I had the rock or stone to show you. There's a significance for whatever reason. Okay, maybe it's your star soul connection to I don't know, maybe Sirius. Something there is very strong, comes off right now. Maybe it's your galactic family message for you. You see how different that is for you right now. But that color is significant. It's almost like a color of your soul, color of your soul resonance. Every person, every individual has a particular tone of the soul that nobody can misunderstand. Of how many billions of people we have on the planet, everybody has a unique soul tone, and it's almost like that color is a representation of your attunement, your color. If you ever drawn to any healing arts, like Reiki is very well known, anything where you may be able to channel some stuff through your hands because of your star family, and this color is your key element. I do have a card with my color deck to demonstrate. Stay on. So you guys, I have this beautiful color deck, and what I do with it daily, yeah, I'm that crazy. I'm like a grown up, never grow up adult kid. Before I go out to my place, I play with this deck. Whichever combination of colors I select, I end up putting it on me, or at least finding something the most closest if I don't have precise shade of it. So Fidel right now, I'm gonna show you a card that is the closest to what I see. What's her name? Jackie, MJ, this is your color, okay? Scarlet. That's the color. Also Jocelyn kind of quite resonates to this one. But the little different red shade of red I get for Jocelyn. So Fidel, I'm almost there. Here, this is it. This is your card, Fidel. This blue. It has a little bit of green. I don't know. Can you see you see a little bit of green? The spiral. It says, activate your healing power. I'm telling you, something happens. Maybe it's in your hands. The common experience that's Reiki in healing arts, but from your palms, there's energy coming. Palms. P-A-L-M-S. Palms. Warm touch you may have. Or maybe when you, if you go dancing, when you dress up in that color suit, like you may share your love tactile, like when you touch people, when you hold them by hands. I'm getting that right now. Wow, that's unique. That's awesome. What a message. And once more, the beauty, GFL. So yeah, I get that you're a very warm person and tactile. It's very, many Virgos are like that. They understand love through giving and receiving through physical touch. It's essential to them. That's how they understand love. So moving forward, well, thank you, Fidel. Happy New Year's. And next we've got, oh, okay, you're saying something in here. Wait, this has to do with the zodiac signs. I'm asking because zodiac signs. Oh, you're Cancer. Okay, I'm hearing the message from you, Fidel. Yeah, Cancer. My moon is in Cancer, which makes me extra sensitive and highly compassionate to pick up other people's emotions, whether I like it or not. So Cancer is very highly family oriented. It's a person who enjoys safety of the home, sometimes clinging to home. Like a crab is very soft on the inside, and that's why a crab must have the hard shell to cover up the softness, or else you're very vulnerable. So crabs, Cancers are known to harbor grudges. That's the downside of crabs. I have that aspect in me. You'd think you're already forgiven that what happened 20 years ago, and like regurgitation from nowhere, it will come to surface like, oh, you did this to me. How could you? My grandma is crab. My mom has a little bit of that. I have it in moon. I can see it in workings. Okay, that's there. So Cancers are ruled by planet Moon, and Moon is all about emotions. Crabs are great family people. Crabs or Cancers, same thing, and can known to be sensitive and read people rather through emotions rather than intellectually. Depending what's going on in your natal chart, they're going to be a combination of other things. So it doesn't mean you're not intellectual, okay? It depends. It's just one placement, sun sign in Cancer, but you may have freaking Aries in your moon, and then would make you fiery. So you'd be sensitive on one aspect, but then fiery the way you behave. So it depends. I'm not really doing astrological reading right now. More so just messages I've got to explain to everybody who just joined it later on. With you guys, with what the messages are for you here today, for your New Year's as a gift, okay, and on in your near future. Basically, the messages are good starting now, immediately, because they pick up the energy you send out into universe and into near future. Near future might be in 1 hour, it might be tomorrow, within a week or so. Keep in mind the energy shift as you shift and your consciousness shifts even from this reading, so things accordingly move, which is a good thing. You don't want repetition of the same for too long. Okay. Vojislav, hello. Vojislav has some hot-headed energy. That's what I feel. Rum, like on the car, speeding or something, or on the bicycle. Oh, motorcycle ride. Like, I don't know why, but I hear like a rider on motorcycle thing. Okay, Vojislav, I've got from a love deck healing family issues. Somewhere there, you may be rebelling, maybe got into a fight, misunderstanding, something there. You know, you guys, this is very common. It's not just these few people that got this card, just FYI. As holidays approach, it pushes us closer to our family members, which is a good thing, because nowadays we're so busy, we don't spend much time. I haven't even seen my brother and his wife with a daughter over Christmas. I suck, okay? I don't want to self-judge myself, but whatever. But my own stuff, my own issues. But my point is, hey, I'm a human being. There are the the biggest things, issues everybody has typically is with the family members. It's not to make you bad, horrible person. It's just because these people are the closest to us and we have the most history with our family members. It's so easy not to have conflicts with a stranger because, hey, if you don't have any history of breakdowns, disagreements, yes. So, okay, Vojislav, so just do your best to, to not to get triggered so much, or maybe communicate or forgive yourself, forgive others if you lost it. Forgiveness is a big thing. You know what? Out of fun, Vyacheslav, people, my dear friends, don't feel bad if I didn't pull one of these cards, colors or something on you. You got exactly what you needed. It's not less or so. So, Vojislav, I want to get you a color card right now, just because. See what color right now comes up for you. That's interesting. Even though I felt the fiery energy, but in your case, maybe you want to rush through things and be done with things, and that's why I got silver. Be persistent. Persistent means you have this thing that you need to take care of, whether you want to or not, or maybe you have an idea. Like, oh, that's a good analogy. When it's getting on this speed bike, motorcycle bike, you just ride really fast to that goal, yes? So being persistent means, okay, you said you go to the place and do this. I need a new toothbrush. It's a secondary thing because there's more important thing that I need to do now, but I need this thing also. It's one of those small details. And so basically your to-do list, you have 10 things like that, of that nature. Oh, I need to clean something, need to do some basic shopping. So basically getting right at it, being persistent, just going through the list one after another and making it happen, and that's it, be done. And doing it uber fast, like riding a motorcycle, right through it and being done with it. That's your message. That is your message. One more for you, just because. You guys, I need to use the restroom. My bladder is extra full. I've been drinking lots of cranberry juice with the ginger in it, and now I'm like, it's about to blast. Yeah, you see, this is confirmation, my dear. Vojislav, family again. So something around the family. It's not necessarily bad things, but something going on with your family. Could be different family members, not just one person. Your brother, maybe. Okay, older brother, if you have one. Happy New Year's. I'm moving forward. I'm sending blessings to you all. And healing, energy of healing. So things are softer on you and not so rough. Don't feel bad if you get into conflict with anyone or your loved ones. We only hurting other people because we are hurt, and maybe they're not getting that we are hurt, and then we get triggered. Remember that. We'll never end up hurting others unless we hurt ourselves. So it's sometimes getting conflict with others is process of, not sometimes, every time, it's a process of self-healing. So accept all sides of it, okay? Sometimes being nice is not an option. Sometimes you gotta say what you gotta say exactly like that, and it's not gonna come off pretty. I'm not saying it's always the case, but next, Tracy. Hi, Trish. Tracy. I don't know why I call you Trish. Just I wanted to create a nickname from your name, but Tracy. Hi, Tracy. Babe, I'm pulled to do this. I hope you don't mind that I called you babe. This lady, I'm pulling this deck. It's so colorful too. I love colors, my goodness. Ooh, you're learning something new, girl. Okay, it says study, new skill, new information, researching, maybe taking a course, online yourself, maybe official, something you register for. Maybe you're doing landmark. That's how we met to us. But I don't know what this is for you, but you're studying, and that's a good thing. Miracles also, that's the card I get for you. Notice the miracles happening in your life. Like, for example, God, the examples are numerous. A miracle would be, you know how you mentioned you thought about an apartment and then it was available, something like that, like gigantic miracle type of thing. But you need something You send it out in the universe, and it's the person appears, and they have that for you. Yes, or they have the right piece of information you need so much. Who knows? Down to finding an object on your path when you walk. And you guys, it's general in terms of miracle. That's information for everybody. So I love that. Noticing miracles, remembering that your life is a miracle. Hello, hi newcomers. Hi Norman. Hi Traville. Girl, I got, even though it's not even a romance deck, you've got soulmate. Believe in miracle when it comes down to having your soulmate. You see how pretty they are? I know they're like white-skinned kids. I don't have, matching skin. I don't know what I'm bringing that up, like, so it's more internationally, like, more mixed, Are they all? I just realized this deck, all the depictions of angels are white, which is, excuse me, sexist. Not sexist, racial imperfection. Because I will get more decks. That's my promise. That has, Latino looking like angels and black angels. Because that's the way it's really real. Do I have... Why the heck they're all freaking white? That's annoying. But anyway, sorry I got totally sidetracked. But it matters to me. I do have some deck that has different angel colors. And they all Asian, and I love it. Like all sorts of people depicted with wings as angels. It's more, it's real. You can relate. It's more lifelike. That's more... because they're like white, and girl, you're like Afro-American gorgeous woman, and they're like two blondies there. I'm like, how can you relate to this picture, right? But the point is love. You see, and there's this innocent, that pure love. You see how they're not grabbing each other. Notice the colors chosen there. They're, like they depict boys in blue and girls in pink. Nothing wrong with it, but they both on kind of lilac in purple on both of them, which is spiritual connection, soulmates. That they are, it's beyond of just attraction. It's when people are friends on spiritual level. That's it. That's the message for you, girl. So miracle of a soulmate connection where you truly are connecting on the soul level, and that's your desire, and it reflects in my cards that that's what you want, that's your wish. Therefore, you will attract it. The final, but the last but not the least, Archangel Michael is your protector. Your guardian. So man, you've got your protector in here, your protection. You're welcome to reach out to this guy, to this archangel. It says my battery is low on my phone. It's not plugged in. 15%. We'll see how long it's gonna last. And that's the message for you, girl. Okay, fine. I'll get you a pink card too, just because I wanna. Passion. You got some passion too. It doesn't mean that the spiritual cannot have passion to it. It says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Oh, I love the message though. Joy, joy, joy. Joy, joy, joy to the world. The Christ is born. Da, 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 da. Okay, girl. Much love. Happy continuation of holidays. Happy 2020. May all of your wishes come true. And this is to you specifically, Tracy, and everyone here who joined us. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. You could be doing something else. You may not like my style, how I do it. I do just like this, fast. You may have a hard time with my accent. Thank you especially for your patience. You might not love what you see, picking on how I look. Just, that's what's so, that's the brain. Do your best to concentrate on the message, because after all, that's why I'm doing this. The message is for you. Next, Wawil. Hey, mama. La 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 la. I've got this deck, the purple deck. Hey, let's see what are we gonna get for you. It's set to mix two decks. I'm like, really? I've never done it before. That's new. There are two decks, the yellow and the purple. I'm mixing those. Oh goodness. Favel. That's especially for you. I'm mixing two decks. My goodness. Look at that fat combination. Oh, God. I didn't see that coming, but then it gives me the understanding that I have a deck like that that is fat like that. I'm going to bring that deck for you specifically. Favel girl, when it showed me intuitively to make a fat deck from two decks, which I did, and then I'm like, that reminds me of this deck that is already naturally fat, and I'm like, I guess there's a request, a desire from you coming to me to read for you from this particular deck, and that wasn't originally my plan. Here's the cards. I'm gonna do 3-card spread. Let's see what we've got. Hi, Norman. You're next. Stick around. I'm gonna do 3 cards. We could have near past, present, future, or we can have your feelings, intellectual, what matters, and let's see. And let's say your practical, day-to-day, financial, everything, all that stuff, which seems like more. Second option is more grounded. You know what? Let's see what comes up. I'm gonna shut up and just tune in. I love reading. I do this stuff for myself twice a day with 20 decks each time, 40 decks, fast. It's funny, I was saying, like, show me emotions of Travel in the first card. And look at this, heart chakra, green, healing. Open your heart, keep on just sharing yourself. Emotions. It's interesting that here it's also 4. Connect to the waters. How do I put it in the human language? It's almost like this is the card for you for this year. You know how I said before, I don't know, were you here before? There's got to be lots of water movement, planetary, physically, and water represents subconsciousness. God, I even on my Facebook background picture, I put waterfalls, lots of this water gushing down, cleansing, clearing, connecting to the spirit more through heart. Yes, this is your thing. Tap into your heart as your doorway to spirit, and the waters of... Ooh, somebody's knocking on my door. I don't know whom. I gotta answer. Stay on. Well, that wasn't an actual person coming to me. It was just mail delivery, you know. Online shopping nowadays, right? Many of you can relate to this. Not everybody, though. I hope not everybody. I don't know why I said I hope. Because personally, I'm not sidetracking. I'm continue pulling other cards. Personally, man, we definitely, especially in the US, became consumers and not citizens. And my favorite movie is Minimalism. And I keep on watching it and decluttering my stuff, making sure that I don't suffocate life after myself just because of accumulating so much stuff and not having order in my life. So online shopping seems to be so convenient, but there's a danger of overdoing it, because it's a matter of click it and boom, it's done. And then do you really need that object that you order? I'm questioning only myself, no judgment. If you enjoyed that, all right. Second card for you, Travel, is a spiritual card. You see how there's this like a monk standing, but then this is his spirit, the green background. It's almost like Buddha connection. He's holding, I love this card. 9, it's also teachings and completions, spiritual strengths, courage, discipline, persistence. The message is, spiritually speaking, your spirit, and this is for everybody generally, pick up, connect to this, guys. Hi, Elijah. Hi, everyone. That's so awesome to have you here. that your spirit, everybody's your spirit is grander than your physical body, your mind, right? And it will do the heavy lifting for you. You see how the spirit holds some like a falling wall or whatever this is, like, or doing all the muscle work. Basically, the message is you're stronger than you realize, that you're stronger than you give yourself credit. All you need to do is just align, center yourself, and your spirit will amplify, but pump you with the courage that you need, the discipline, the persistence. Whenever your brain shuts down, whenever your body kind of gives up on you, you're like, yeah, I still have all these things to take care of. The body goes, no, I don't have the power. Well, when you tap to spirit, the spirit, like a puppet body, gonna give the last breath extra energy into it. So third card for you, Twaville, specifically. I see. You're finishing cycle, something in your life, maybe multiple things. I see. Hear what I got, girl. You see how this girl is sitting alone on the stone looking out there, and it's foggy, and there's those, you could think, you may be missing nature a lot. Yeah, I got it. Yes, affirmative, that you may miss connect to nature, but not like going to the park nature, like mountain area, like literally like here. Maybe your home, where your origins are, like something there around nature where you really, it gives you that vitality when you're in that raw, that's the word, raw nature, and the peacefulness on the inside. Because there's also, you see, even though there's a fog, it's almost like the perception is life is unclear about what to do next, what's next. It's, there's all those foggy clouds, there's these sharp peaks of mountains that are also not friendly at all. They're so pointy and sharp. But at the same time, do you see how there's a sun in the end? And it's in soft colors, there's warmth. It's almost like you're not really scared of obstacles and challenges in life. And something you're completing, 9 is a completion, and another second completion, 9 and 9. It just, it could be also, like when you're a single person, you go through that cycle of your life. Then you become married or mates with somebody. That's your second cycle in life. Then third one, you're a parent. So when you become a parent, you let go your singlehood. That one's kind of nature days out, right? So it's nothing to resist. Just to kind of allow that to happen and know that that spirit got your back and beyond. It holds all the heavy lifting. And I'm gonna give you the bonus card, just because I want to. Yeah, there's something that there've been some struggles, clearly. Not everything is ideal perfect. Well, who has the ideal perfect? Let's be real here. But this is your bonus cards, Twaville. You see this beautiful girl, and a rainbow and a flower in her hair, and she's this white color of purity, divinity, tapping into divinity and beauty. But it's also a card of sacrifice, and it says patience, accepting things that you cannot change. Yeah, it's like being willing to go the distance. And this year is really like that for many. Coming up 2020 it's not about speeding through things so much, at least not for most people, that's for sure. Maybe only a few gonna have it different due to their own personal energy alignment, but the rest is going to be step by step, one step at a time. Sometimes step forward, 2 steps backwards. But I'm gonna wrap it up. So very often, because when you're living your life on the edge of creation, because we're all creators, you don't see how far you've come. You won't, because it's just not the way it works. Only others can see how much you've grown, who you become, and all that stuff, right? And it's so easy to see, like right now, there's maybe some lack or something, or brain goes judgy about, oh, but I could have be, should I be? Yeah, but even if you're in the midst, or just recently it happened that it was 2 steps back type of thing, understand that on the average throughout your life, even with step forward, 2 steps back, you're still actually moving forward. Like it or not, we are all moving forward. It's not regression. That's what I want you to get, that you're strong beyond your understanding. The spirit got you back in front. And also, it may be also the card that maybe in some shape and form you deeply feel alone. This is just, I wish it was individual one-on-one reading right now. So it's more, privacy, more just none of it anyone's business. Because you didn't ask me to read for you now. I'm just going into your thing. But I hope this is helpful and useful. And it says, do not suffer in silence. Where you felt like you're all left out dealing with your own internal stuff or things that you need help with. This is time to go. Okay, my phone may die, you guys. I need to plug it up somehow. I don't have extension. I do have the cord, but it will not reach all the way to the wall. I may need to go read it, sit on the wall next to the outlet for you to finish this thing. But Twawell, speak out. Stop dealing with issues. Maybe it's health, maybe something else, maybe it's emotional, maybe if it's God. That doesn't mean it's your thing, but for example, it's a depression. Guys, it's general message, something may resonate to you. If you're actually depressed but you feel it's a weakness, you should always be happy. Bullshit. If you feel horrible, you feel horrible, you're in pain. You know what? Screw the looking good thing. I know with Kardashians and other stars, media stars, it's all about looking good. Do you see any makeup on me? I'm not saying I sometimes don't put it, but I'm like, put the bullcrap aside, be you. That's what we love the most in each other, the authenticity of being self. Speak up what's there, what's going on with you. If you need any help, it's not weakness to ask for help. And I need this the most because I tend to fix things on my own and struggle alone a lot. Even though I know if I open my mouth, I'm going to be a bunch of people coming in assisting, and many will say no because they're busy with their life. But I'm like, I always feel bad that it's a weakness to ask for support. So if you can relate to me, or anyone else right now listening, because now it's broader message, let's support each other and not to be that anymore. Let's let go of our own insecurities of that it's a weakness to ask for assistance or speak up our truths. Even sometimes we need to be heard by others. That's all we need. We don't need help or rescue, but to be heard and seen. And whatever this is, speak up, light up. Don't let whatever that could be get to you. Okay, I even gonna get you a phrase from this book to inspire you, girl. You see how much this is all for you, despite of others waiting right now, whatever. Look what I got. That's so weird. Here in America, we are descendant in the blood and in spirit from revolutionaries and rebels. Interesting. Men and women who dare to dissent from accepted doctrine. As their heirs, we may never as their heirs, may we never confuse honest dissent with disloyal subversion. I don't know what it's all about, but you may be dealing with feeling betrayed, cheated individually, or as a collective consciousness you may be tapping into, girl. Maybe you feel so much mess is happening, it emotionally gets to you. You're sensitive to that, or maybe there's somebody who you feel have I don't know, been dishonest and cheated on you, or something like that. It could be also collective, because I know how strong you are energetically, that you collectively tap into issues of humanity. And if that's, do not hold on to that burden. It's not only yours to carry. Okay, let others also to assist with that. But I get it. You may be sensitive to that. Like, human business is a collective business. It's not individuals' duty and obligation to carry all the heavy lifting for everybody else. So let go, okay? I love you. Happy New Year's. Much blessings. Norman, hello, hello, hello. I'm gonna wait you all. I'm gonna put this thing on the break for literally 2 minutes, I promise. 2 minutes is what? 120 seconds? Why? Because I need to place this phone on the charger, so it charges for 2 minutes only. And then gonna rush to no filters, empty my bladder, because else it's gonna blast. And come back to you all in the the way things are, Norman. I will read your comments fast too. So making sure maybe if there's anything you're saying that I'm not keeping you. So guys, I see who's next. I'm coming back to you in 2 minutes, okay? Stay put. I'm gonna right now pause this video. The only thing I wonder about comments, will I lose them or not? Will they stay? You know, I will hit, I don't see the pause on this thing, so I will pause it or finish it and then come right into it. 2 minutes, you guys, exactly 2 minutes.